Aloha ladies and gentlemen, this is the Surgeon here bringing you StarCraft 2 commentary. I know I've been gone for a while, and that was because my computer basically did not want me to make any VODs. My Fraps program was killing my computer, and it was time for a fresh reinstall of my OS, and that's exactly what I did. I got all my new drivers in, or I should say old drivers, but I got reinstalled drivers, so I'm all up and running now. Sounds really good, looks really good, so I'm going to be hopefully doing a lot more VODs here in the near future. Welcome to 2011, and let's just get this match underway. It's going to be aTnSocke as our Teal Protoss here in the 9 o'clock on Lost Temple, and his opponent is going to be the Red Terran SjoW. So this is a match from the ESL, and Europe is actually just throwing out so many good games right now that, I mean, all these great players are playing each other. White Raw is getting incredibly good. The Muslim is on EG. There's so many good European players. The European circuit is really strong right now, and I'm excited to see what kind of players can actually come out of Europe and actually maybe go to the Korea, maybe, or even have like a United States league show up, MLG or whatever. Anyways, we're gonna have Socke sending over his scouting probe. Going to be going over into our Terran's base. First scout, yes, nice there. SjoW's going to see it. Will he pull a SCV off? Yes, he's going to immediately pull a SCV off. Hopefully protect that SCV building that barracks. And we do have SjoW going for standard 14 gas on his build order. His 15th SCV will be finished when that barracks is finished. He'll be able to get his orbital command. In the meantime, Socke is going to be getting his gateway standard second pylon after gas, and really going to be probably most likely getting a cyber core out. So standard game from both players here in close positions on Lost Temple. Scouting probe continuing to work down this SCV here for SjoW. Socke going to be getting good information, and you can see that there is no heavy pressure, but the Marine is out. It's going to scare off that probe, and the probe is going to get out of town. In the meantime, we do not see a second gas for Socke, so Socke should be, oh, there's finally the second gas, but not that early in this build here. He does have quite a bit of gas saved up. Going to be able to get his warp gate technology, and actually getting a first zealot out to put some pressure on, as there's no wall here for SjoW. SjoW getting a third Marine, actually not even going to get a tech lab. He does have the gas going in, so that's going to show that he's going to get a factory out pretty quickly here. SjoW trying to run away from that zealot. The Marine and zealot have exactly the same move speed, so that that Marine's got to be pretty scared right now from that zealot chasing him. The two Marines on the high ground are going to be able to hopefully push away this zealot, force him back. And in the meantime, we're going to see warp gate technology and a stalker come out for Socke. Yeah, there goes the Marines. Zealot's going to get out of town. Here comes a tech lab, and then what are we going to see? We're going to see a switch here into blue flame Hellions possibly here for SjoW. Nope, it's just going to be a Marauder, and Hellion actually going to be produced here. Stalker's out, going to be moving up. So these two units actually could do a lot of damage to the SjoW right here. And the Stalker is going to move up with the Zealot in tow. Going to get a couple pot shots here off of these Marines, and they need to attack, but they are going to get just dismantled here by this Stalker. The Marauder is out, going to be working down that Stalker. Zealot's going to go after the Marauder. Hellion is out, so nice micro here from SjoW to actually take out that Stalker and get this Hellion to take out the Zealot, and saves one Marauder, but very low health. Second barracks is up for SjoW. Socke is produced a sentry and is getting out a stalker, so he's going to be able to hold. He's getting his second gateway and a robotics facility down. So robotics facility almost down. Was put down right after that cybernetics core and first two units pop. So we have two Hellions coming, and Socke should be able to hold here with force fields. In the meantime, we're going to see another barracks go down for SjoW, and while SjoW really going to try to put the pressure on here against his Protoss opponent, we do have an observer coming out for Socke. Warp gate technology is finished. Another sentry being warped in here for Socke. And yeah, SjoW going to be moving up with his Marauder and a couple of Marines, and his two Hellions are here as well. So he really wants to get up into his base. We're going to see a reactor go down on one of the barracks, and that's going to give him a little bit more Marine production. Another Hellion production, another Marauder just popping. Immortal on the way. Here comes the two Hellions. Hellion's going to get up and actually going to force the units away from the ramp. Stalker gets picked off as SjoW was finished, and we have SjoW doing a good job here to try to pick out some pros with his Hellions. Really needs to get up that ramp, but the force field goes down. That's going to be a nice force field to allow SjoW to clean up, but he's just kind of off balance here as the Hellion is in his base, spawning for the high ground. Immortal is out, should be able to take out all these Marauders. I don't think there is any force field available here for SjoW. So SjoW's just going to move up, going to try to target fire that Immortal, but not going to be able to push up that round. Doesn't really want to push up against an Immortal. A couple Stalkers with the forces that he has. Very weakened force here for SjoW. SjoW going to put down a command center and hopefully expand behind this aggression. Meanwhile, at the front of SjoW's base, well, we just have a couple gateways and the Immortal being pumped here for SjoW. Going to be throwing down a third gateway as he really wants to fight off this aggression here from SjoW. The Observer does see the reinforcing units coming from SjoW. SjoW going to try to poke up with Hellion. Not going to be able to make it. Slow is going to take out that Sentry and allow him to get up there if he needs to. But the two Immortals are just too strong here against Marauder heavy army. SjoW going to be backing off here as he really can't take it. Ooh, we actually have a nice warp in on the low ground here of a couple of Stalkers for SjoW. The Hellions are going to try to go around, but they're actually going to get picked off. All but one Hellion gets picked off and SjoW forced to retreat. But SjoW is moving up. The Hellion is in the base. It's going to get surrounded by probes. So nice round there by SjoW. Pretty poor micro there from SjoW. SjoW's going to be desperately trying to defend this, but I don't know if he has enough units or he can produce enough units here to hold off 2 Immortals, 4 Stalkers, 2 Zealots. Observer also around for spot for the unit. Stem is not going to be denied. It's going to SCV's coming off the line for SjoW. SjoW's going to not even micro against these units. Just going to try to pick off the Stalkers, but just going to do a really only an okay job when the Stalker does get surrounded. And these units are going to do a lot of damage. Look at the income tab showing that the Harvester count is in favor of SjoW right now. He's still in the base with this one Immortal. He wants to really take down that Immortal. I mean that Marauder, but no more Marauders on. One Marauder in production as there is a tech lab on this other barracks, this third barracks here. He does have combat shields halfway done, but Stem was denied, so this is going to look really bad here for SjoW if there decides to be a follow-up here from SjoW. SjoW, yeah, getting out another Immortal, 2 more Stalkers, and 3 more Zealots on the way. Command Center almost finished here for SjoW, but I think that SjoW wants to end this game right now. Yeah, so nothing in production other than a robotics bay here for SjoW. SjoW going to try to move up. There are Marines, Marauder, Hellion out here for SjoW, but with that Observer, he's going to be able to shoot up onto the high ground. He's going to get that Marauder to try to come out to the edge and get that Immortal to try to pick it off, but not going to happen. More units just desperately trying to be pumped out here for SjoW as he really is contained here. Another proxy pylon going down for SjoW. SjoW going to keep the aggression going, going to deny that expansion. I don't know if SjoW is going to be able to push out here. We do have the first Colossus in production for SjoW. Stem is finally being researched. Medevac also coming out, so he does have a starport here for SjoW. SjoW going to try to get out of Hellion. Oh, he really wants to try to get it out, but he doesn't want to be, doesn't want to lose it here to the Stalkers. Finally, we have an expansion from SjoW, but the Observer is doing so much scouting information here for SjoW. He's going to be able to pretty much deny this. Oh, but Observer goes down. Beautiful scan there from SjoW. Really good to deny that 75 gas unit here from SjoW. SjoW going to actually pull out. And let's look at our income tab showing that it's even in Harvesters, but the mules are making the big difference here for SjoW to keep them in this game. SCVs being transferred out to the natural expansion. SjoW actually warping in units, and actually all of the units are going to get picked off here by SjoW. SjoW going to actually come out with his SCVs. Colossus is on the field. We do have a lot of units here for SjoW, and with those SCVs, all those units are going to be taken out for SjoW. SjoW only has 1 Colossus on the field. He needs to warp in units desperately. Will SjoW actually go for a counterattack here? Not quite yet. But Zealots on the field for SjoW. Another Stalker being warped in. But only 3 gateways here for SjoW. And SjoW is at a huge disadvantage in terms of army. Medevac's out for SjoW. Marine Marauders. A ton of Marine Marauders here for SjoW. SjoW is looking really formidable here against the units here from SjoW. He's going to need perfect micro. Extended Thermal Lance is not even upgraded. So being on 1 base Colossus, SjoW unable to get that Thermal Lance. Warping in a lot of Zealots and then getting actually another Immortal here. But SjoW is, he's going to have Stem done. It's going to be a nice timing attack for Stem to be just completed. And he's going to push in here, going to try to work down those Zealots with those challenges. He stems up, he's going to be attacking the entire army from SjoW. SjoW's really got nothing to defend. No extended thermal lance. SjoW's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be forced to GG right here now that he has no units to defend. He's been totally breached out his natural expansion. And SjoW's going to take game 1 of this best of 3 series here in an ESL matchup between SjoW and SjoW. Good game, both players.